peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live. And if you can, people, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel. People, we highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Yeah, man. Motherfucking Republicans was acting a fool yesterday. They was acting a fool. They had a hearing on if they was going to refer contempt in court. I think it's that. No, contempt of Congress of not coming to, you know, because Hunter Biden had they gave him a subpoena, and he didn't show up when they wanted to. They wanted to set it up. They didn't want to work with him or nothing. They just told him that you need to come. They act like people don't got shit else to do other than to go down there and sit down with them in Washington, D.C., and run that clown show that they do up in Congress now, because that's basically what it is. They don't get shit done down there in Congress. And so that's why, and then what's smart about the Republicans is that they're smart enough to use, they dumb as a doorknob, but they not as dumb as you think. And so what they do is, with their base, is play games with them and tell them, oh, it's the Democrats' fault that why we're not getting anything done. But they doing all these dumbass hearings and all this shit that doesn't make any sense. That's not putting no money in my pocket. I don't really give a fuck about Hunter Biden. If Hunter Biden did some illegal shit with his daddy, then lock their ass up. I don't really care about that. But they got to do all this hearing and all this bullshit. It's just tactics, political tactics that they're doing in Washington, D.C. They're basically just, you know, pretending that they're doing something for the American people by doing these dumbass hearings, but they're not doing hearings about Medicare, lowering prescription drugs, the economy. They got the what's the name get ready to come up? The shutdown get ready to come. These motherfuckers talking about they willing to shut down the country because they not getting their way. We got a border crisis that they keep complaining about. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. Listen. As a black person in this country that don't really give a fuck about immigration that much, right? And not to be disrespectful to immigrants, but I don't really give a fuck about that shit. If they come in the legal way, it's fine. I don't really care about that. Now, if these motherfuckers in Congress feel that it's too many people coming over here, well, pass some type of policy that concerns the border of people coming in here. So, you know what I mean? But we are the country of the land of the free. We're supposed to invite any and everybody to come here if they're qualified to be here. I'm fine with that. But don't sit here and make it like, make the immigrants be a boogeyman to me. Like, I'm not scared of immigrants. You are. Because you, whatever racism or bigotry, whatever the fuck shit that they doing, they trying to scare people. That shit don't scare me. Immigrant people don't scare me. You know what I mean? It ain't stopping me from getting a fucking job. It ain't stopping me from taking care of my motherfucking family. As long as I get up and I do the fuck I need to do every day, I'm be alright. What it is that a lot of white folks in this country, and you got some black ones and some other minorities, even their own people, they don't like to see these people in a country because we, for some odd reason in America, we still think we better than everybody. And I don't understand why. These last six to 7 years should have showed y'all that we're not. And I don't understand. But anyway, so Hunter Biden shows up to Congress yesterday. Listen, was it a publicity stunt? Yes. But it was almost to call their ass out on their bluff. And he was there, and they could have said, hey, Hunter, we're going to take a few minutes. Do you think you can sit here for a deposition to talk about these things? No, because they weren't prepared. They wasn't prepared for that. They never prepared. They're just prepared to create chaos. That's all they do. They're not doing any motherfucking thing. The Republicans, they got control of the House and not doing anything. The fucking Senate is waiting on these idiots to pass laws and, come together to do some shit. But they don't want to do that because they're not there for that. That's why I tell everybody it's so very important this time around of voting. Because if we want to get some shit done, we want to see things happen. Black, brown, white, whatever, whoever you are, Republican, Democrat. Don't give a fuck. If we want to see progress and we want to see shit get done in Congress and we want to trust the people in Congress again, you got to get the Looney Tunes out. I'm sorry to tell the Republican Party, you have to get these people out. And it goes for the Democrats. If some of these dumbass Democrats don't want to fall in line, you need to get primary their ass to get somebody in there that will do the damn job instead of these motherfuckers bullshit. That's why Joe Manchin is not a Democrat no more. That's why he quitting. That's why Sinema and all that shit. Because they like, hey, you fucking up our shit. And shout out to the Democrats for like, hey man, enough of this shit. You get what I mean? But at the same time, if the fucking Republicans in the House it got the majority, you can't really do shit because that's their whole point of being there is to create chaos. They're not trying to do no motherfucking. They're not trying to pass no laws and policies, people. No bills. They don't even have any. Don't have no solutions. They're just trying to create chaos. But let's get into this. Let's talk. Let's see how these motherfuckers acted a fool when Hunter Biden showed up on their ass and they was in the midst of doing their little shit and they were surprised that Hunter Biden popped up on their ass and they was not prepared for it. They just wanted, and then when they did want to talk to him, they just wanted to curate chaos. They wasn't really giving a fuck to get down to the nitty gritty of what this man did. Okay? And this is not really even about Hunter Biden. It's really about Joe Biden. And it's not really even about Joe Biden. It's really about Donald Trump. Donald Trump feels like the government is trying to ridicule him. They coming at him and all this other goofy shit because he's a klepto. I mean he's a psycho. And he a klepto too because anyway. The motherfucker, it's not about Hunter Biden or Joe Biden. It's not even about the American people. This is about Donald Trump having some type of sway to sway his voters to keep voting for him and come out in droves to vote for him. That's all it's about. It's political. This ain't got nothing to do with the American people. This got something to do with Donald Trump because he a little bitch. But let's get into it.
Ooh, Lord, the House was on fire today when they had the Judiciary Committee to consider holding Hunter Biden in contempt. Well, guess what? Hunter Biden decided to stroll into the actual committee room. Man, Republicans were angry and upset, mad as all get out. At this, of course, they have wanted him to testify, but they first wanted him to testify in private for the deposition and then go public. He said, no, I will testify publicly. Well, they don't want that. They want it to be private first and then come in. And boy, it got ugly, even crazy in the rain. South.
Yeah, because listen, what the Republicans started to do when they were subpoenaing people to come in and talk to people, behind closed doors with interviews, because basically it's just an interrogation, basically. A lot of the times with them, they're not really trying to get the truth. They behind the scenes, they're very hostile in those meetings, right? In them depositions, right? And they're not there to figure out the truth. They're there to take a soundbite or take something that one of the witnesses say and then come out and then blow it up and lie about it, right? Lie about what they saying. So Hunter Biden is like, I'm not doing that. If you want to, do a hearing with me, let's do it in public. So the American people cannot misconstrue what I said, right? So they can hear exactly what you're asking and saying, and they can hear what I'm saying and asking, right? That's all he said. And they gave him the opportunity to choose that. But then they switched it up because they knew when Hunter Biden people came, his lawyers and shit was like, listen, explaining to him like, no, we don't do that. These motherfuckers on some bullshit. Let's do this in front of the American people so they won't misconstrue what you're saying. Because they do it all the time. They intentionally lie to the American people because a lot of the shit that they say that they learned behind the scenes in interviews, it comes to find out that the shit ain't even true. But it's just the narrative they want to put out there. So their supporters will believe that dumb shit. Because they in a cult. They don't give a fuck about the truth anymore. They believe in what they believe in because of what these people tell them. But that's why Hunter Biden didn't comply to that bullshit, because I wouldn't either. Go ahead and lock me up. Charge me. You're not going to misconstrue what I said. And then what would have happened was, if they did the interrogation, because that's what I'm calling it, an interrogation behind the scenes, right? And then they got out there and did a hearing and talked about the situation with Hunter Biden and wouldn't give him another chance to come and defend himself, because that's all that was going to be. They was going to do that little shit and they weren't going to allow him to come back, because that's all that was going to be. And then they get out there and spread conspiracy theories and lies about what he said behind the scenes. And then they make up shit. That's all it was about. And Hunter Biden said, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. So shout out to Hunter Biden for that. And listen, I ain't the biggest fan of Hunter Biden and the Biden family, so people don't be getting here and talking that bullshit, talking about, who can he defending the Bidens? Nigga, the truth is the truth. If the truth hurts your fucking feelings, then so what? Okay? Just because you don't like somebody and you don't agree with their policies or agree with them, doesn't mean they lie. Honestly, we got to stop this bullshit. Let's move on.
In the rain, South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace, she was really upset. Did she actually use white privilege? Listen to this.
Chairman Comer. First of all, my first question is, who brought Hunter Biden to be here today? That's my first question. Second question, you are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr. Chairman.
Now, mind you, let me just say this. Time out. Number one, Nancy Grace, listen, you the biggest fraud. Listen, I don't need to see why people think that you that intelligent. Just because you think that you that good looking, you so pretty, that you get away with being stupid. That's number one. You probably you are like top 5 one of the stupidest people in Congress. Okay? You stupid as fuck. First of all, what's this thing that you use in wokeness all of a sudden? Ain't that a woke word? White privilege? Ain't that a woke word? Why are you using woke words? That's too woke. That's wokeism. Why are you using words like that? And then second of all, or third of all, listen, Nancy Mace, listen. Do you even really know what white privilege is? The reason I ask that is because of the simple fact, a lot of times when I even ask my white friends, do they even know what white privilege mean? Fully, they really, truly don't know. They really don't. It's more of what black people know. Right? It's not like a white thing. Like white people know what that really means. Listen, people can know the definition of the shit, but they don't really know what that means. White people, good or bad, is very confused, or I ain't gonna say confused, or don't even know the full definition of it, or what it actually really means. So for her to be coming out talking about you the definition of white privilege, where you get off of, why y'all don't like talking about race? Why all the fucking sudden now is Hunter Biden, he white, you white? That shit even sound weird. Y'all don't even like using things about race. How the fuck white privilege comes up? And then fourth of all, listen. Last of all, listen. This is why I call these people hypocrites. I don't know real religious people that use that type of language. You don't have any balls. Listen, I ain't saying people perfect. I'm just saying the way these people pretend of how they're so sanctified, why are you using that type of language? That's what I want to know. And then another thing with that is, you're going to hear this lady going to get on some, all this shit, all this wokeness talk. I don't understand it. Like, y'all don't like wokeness. Y'all against woke. Why are y'all using language like that? The fucking nerve and the audacity and the hypocrisy of these motherfuckers using woke words. I thought y'all don't believe in woke. I thought y'all don't believe in racism and bigotry. Everything's not about race. Why are you using race when it comes to this white man? Why are you doing that? But it gets worse because she says some other fuck shit, and you like, I thought y'all don't do this. But these, listen, they so sanctified. They want to tell everybody what they can and can't do with their bodies. They want to tell people why they can't make this type of money, the type of minimum wage to live there, to try to better their lives. They so sanctified. But, you know, now they the victim. Who brung him in here? First of all, even, listen, do I believe it was a photo op? It was intentional? He ran that shit through the Democrats? Probably so. Probably through his lawyer. Probably so. But does it really matter? Because even if her conspiracy theory of what she thinks or why he's there, does it really matter? Because doesn't he has the right to come into the people's house regardless? Huh? And then another thing, she said, oh, well, he spit, it's like you spitting in our face. Ma'am, if I wasn't a decent human being, if I seen you in public, if I wasn't a decent human being, I'll spit in your face. Literally. And that's the worst thing you can do to a person. But that's how much a disgust I have for Republican Congress people. Because I don't like that people try to play with my intelligence. But like, I can't catch on of you trying to play me. It's insulting. All of a sudden now you're using big woke words, and now you're woke, now this white, now you're using racism. What that got to do with him being white? I mean, you could at least, other than using woke, white privilege, you're just gonna say, you come in here with your arrogant self. That I wouldn't have no problem with that. But why are you using woke words? Let's move on, man.
If the gentle lady wants to hear from Hunter Biden, we can hear from him right now, Mr. Chairman. Let's take a vote and hear from Hunter Biden. What are you afraid of?
Hold on. Order.
Are women allowed to speak?
Then she says, are women allowed to speak here? I'm going to say this once again to the fake feminist people. Y'all are so goddamn hypocritical. Listen, if you want to pretend that you are equal to a man, or equal to anybody, regardless of the color of their skin or their sex. You have to understand when you are getting in arguments, you do not get to use a woman can't speak here. Like, or you demean, people are demeaning you because you're a woman. No, he's demeaning you and talking down to you because you acting like a fool and you're lying, you're making up shit. I done seen him do this shit with other men. Ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman. But you want to play with the big boys. Don't use that woman shit. Don't use that. I'm sick of women doing that. Sick of some women. I ain't gonna say all. I'm sick of some of you women doing that shit. Don't do that. Don't say that. Oh, women can't speak here. You speak whatever you want to speak. You can talk to a man in that way and tell him he don't got no balls. But a man tell you he just speaking to you, raising his voice a little bit, you yelling, everybody screaming. It's a lot of chaos going on, and you want to play the woman's victim card? The sexism card, bitch? Yeah, all right. I told you, in 2024, fuck that bullshit. I ain't biting my tongue no more for these stupid people. If you running around here being hypocrites, being stupid and lying and trying to deceive people, fuck you, man. Nobody got time for that bullshit. Now all of a sudden you want to use sexism. Women can't speak here. Not stupid women. Not stupid men either. Bitch. And don't try to say I'm being sexist by calling you a bitch. I'll call a dude a bitch. Donald Trump is a bitch. Your leader, Mike Johnson, a bitch. So don't get it twisted, bitch. Sick of these motherfuckers. I ain't biting my tongue for these motherfuckers no more, man. I'm tired of being nice to people that's intentionally trying to deceive and mislead people. And trying to play the sexism card, and then all of a sudden you trying to play the race card, and then you tried to use the woke card. What are you using woke words for? Thought y'all don't like none of that shit. Now you give a fuck about women. Oh, when it concern you? Oh, but you don't care about other women that don't agree with your stupidity. Let's move on.
Allowed to speak in here or no?
Okay.
Are women allowed to speak in here or no? Because you keep interrupting me.
I'll interrupt the
You
chairman.
keep interrupting.
I don't know that he's a lady.
I think that
Thank you. And that's how you do a bitch like that. And women speak in here? I don't know what it is about this time of this generation right now. And it's not like a young thing, old thing. It's just this time right now. Motherfucker, you can't talk to anybody any type of way without nobody responding back to you. That's not how reality works. You can't disrespect people and then act like nobody's supposed to check your ass. Then you try to use the sexism card. And women can't speak in here? No, bitch, you the one that can't speak in here because you talking stupid. And you being disrespectful. That man said nothing to you. He just walked in. You just telling this man he ain't got no balls. You know what that couldn't have been me. Cause I'd have said, soon she'd have said some shit like that, you ain't got no balls. If I was up there on that panel, I'd say, well, neither do you. So what's up? If he ain't got no balls, you damn sure definitely don't. Figuratively, and literally. You don't have no balls. Bitch. You coward. All of y'all cower under Donald Trump. Your cult leader. Little baby Hitler. That's what we call him. Little baby Hitler. Hitler is so much. Listen, Hitler a bitch ass nigga, bitch ass motherfucker too. But Trump is weaker than Hitler. He want to be Hitler so bad. This motherfucker, I remember being here somewhere in one of his houses to show people like it's art with all that Nazi shit. Motherfucker want to be Hitler so bad. You baby Hitler. Or want to be Hitler. You want to be Hitler so bad. Oh, well, I didn't get on Fox News. No, they didn't listen to every... Nigga, we listened to what you said. You wanted to be a dictator the first day you get in there. Only the first day. And I don't give a fuck if you joking like that. Nobody joke like that. You wanna be a dictator for one day. Who says that and you supposed to be trying to lead the people? For some odd reason, Trump don't understand. You work for us. Even if you was the president, you work for us. You thought somehow we work for you. That's why you getting the game fucked up. You get no salary if it wasn't for because of us. But never mind, let's move on. I digress. Like these motherfuckers.
Women allowed to speak in here or no?
Okay.
Are women allowed to speak in here or no? Because you keep interrupting me.
I'll interrupt the chairman. I don't know that he's a lady.
I think that that Hunter Biden should be arrested right here, right now, and go straight to jail. Our nation is founded on the rule of law.
Come on.
And the premise that the law applies to...
First of all, y'all don't even believe in the law. You don't believe in the Constitution that your white ancestors made for you. You don't even believe in that. So what are you talking about? You don't believe in the rule of law? What the fuck are you talking about? Donald Trump and his family was making money while they was in the White House. I don't see y'all doing hearings and shit on that, investigations on that, bitch. What are you talking about? Somebody had left me, I don't know if it was email or text. Somebody left me, want to subscribe. Said, Ken, you don't talk about the politics shit too much no more. What's going on? The reason I don't do it, why? If it ain't obvious to people how fucked up Congress is because of these stupid ass Republicans, I don't know what else you want me to say. If you listen to them for 5 minutes, you know they talking some bullshit. You already know they lying. You already know that these people ain't, even if they are that bright, they're playing dumb down to the dumb voters that they want to vote for them. Because they ain't that goddamn bright. Listen, I'll tell you this, to be very honest with you. It is probably about 20% of people in this country, and I'm talking about just regular voters, that are very in tune with politics. Everybody else is not that goddamn smart and bright in it. They know nothing about politics. They don't know how shit works. They don't even know how the Constitution runs. They don't even know how the law runs. That is a goddamn fact. There's about 20% of people in this country actually really know how shit works. They really actually know about politics. No disrespect to none of y'all. Half of y'all don't know. Not fully. Listen, I know enough to pay attention, to know when some shit don't sound right. But do I know it all? No. I know enough. I know when somebody doing some bullshit. I know when the fucking Congress is lying. I know when Joe Biden lying. My bad, people. I fucking internet acting stupid. Started acting stupid. I don't know what the fuck wrong with it, but it started acting stupid. So that's on me. That's my fault. But anyway, man, listen. Back to what I was saying, man. They don't even believe in none of this shit. Talking about arrest that man, right? You can't do that. Talking about he should be arrested right now. That's not how that works. Y'all ain't even finished y'all hearing. Y'all ain't even go through the probable cause to send the shit to the DOJ yet. You in the middle of the meeting to discussing if you're gonna send it to the DOJ. You gotta go through proper shit. That's what I'm saying. Talking about, it was up to me. That's dictating. That means you don't give a fuck about the rule of law. It's your own policy in Congress. We dealing with weirdos. We got weird ass people running our country. In charge. Like, you know what's so bad about this shit? Listen. When I get to talk and when I do this live with y'all and shit like that, I don't wake up like this. I don't wake up thinking about this shit like that. I wake up blessed that I woke up another day. Make sure my daughter and my wife, they good, everything good. I ain't thinking about waking up on this type of time. So just imagine these motherfuckers wake up thinking like they think. You got to be fucked up. You got to be fucked up human beings, man. You wake up preparing for how you gonna lie today. Or to keep the lie alive. Keep the lie alive. Just sad. What made you wake up and prepare all whatever you prepare, how many hours to prepare to get at a hearing and just lie and pretend that you care about shit that you really truly don't. Listen, people, only time a lot of people, the average person, only time they really care about something, right? Only if it affects them. That's about a little bit more. I say about 60% of the country feels that way. They wake up, they feel like that every day. If something don't affect them, they don't really give a fuck about it. Only until something affect them or they can use something to affect somebody else that they truly disagree or dislike. That's the only time they give a fuck about shit. That's 60% of the people in this country. That's a ballpark figure, people. That's my belief. You just watch regular people behavior and you can just imagine how these stupid people in Congress are. You know the problem that I have, right? This is my issue, right? Because I believe people can change. I believe people can learn something every day. You know what I mean? I learn new shit every day, right? I'm not just one person. I'm not just this type of person that just think I know everything because whatever I do know, I know, and that's it. That's just how everything supposed to be. I'm not like that. I believe people can change. I believe people can learn different things. I believe people can change their mind about their positions, right? But the one thing that doesn't change for me, I always do this. I always make sure I hold myself accountable